Hey, I wanted to let y'all know, it's great news today. I wanted to let y'all know that I went when I went to court. I I was there on time. With the court summons, and I was looking for my name. I was looking for my name today, like on the board, like what courtroom I be at. And when I found my name, it said the charges were dismissed. Y'all didn't even know this. I was really going through it, man. I was really just this whole month. I was just within this month time frame. I was going through it, and going through it. Glory to God. Like I kept telling them, thanks. Thank you. You know, and I was really just going through this whole month. Y'all don't even dig it. Like if I was on some BS, like, and I went to court, justly, and I knew this, I wouldn't even trip because I know I justly did this. I went to court for assault and battery, and I found out the charges were dismissed. They were dropped. I didn't even get into the building. I had all this evidence I was going to use. I didn't even get in the building when I found out that the charges were dropped. One second. Yo, main man, I'm gonna call you right back. I will, I promise. When I was in court, I was like, when I started, I was like, charges dismissed? And because I'm hurrying up trying to get up out of here so I can make it to court on time. And the funny thing was, when I looked at the board, like it said I was supposed to be there at 9 a.m. I'm like, 9 a.m.? My summons says 11. And when I got there, when I talked with the clerk, when I talked to one of the clerks, she was just like, yeah, the charge is dismissed. Go to this floor so you can talk about getting a proof of charges dropped. And go to this floor when you want to get it expunged. I was like, word? And I just kept giving God that. My dad, I want to tell y'all something. My dad, he came to court with me. Me and my old man really been reconciling. We really been talking, and I missed it, and I'm glad I talked to him. My mother figure used to say, Ray, you should talk to your dad. I'm like, man, get out of here. I ain't gonna talk to him. I don't got nothing to say to him. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, I took heed to my mother figure's words. Like, Lord to the Most High. Because me and him are really reconciled. We really reconciled, this year. I'm close with my dad more than I ever could have been. My dad came to court with me, you know what I'm saying? And he told me this thing before he went to court. He said, he taught me something. He really said something to me that my sister said it, you know what I'm saying? And I heard it, and I kept it on note. When she said, Ray, play the game. But my dad said to me, Ray, play the game. And I listened to him. He was like, you know something? When I went to court with your mother, I came with the truth, when with emotion, like, yo, I'm innocent of this. And she just was cool, capitalizing, just lying, but capitalizing on the system. And when he told me, he's like, Ray, I was innocent. Don't let no one use the truth against you. Don't let no one. And when he said this, I was on the phone with him. And if I wasn't going through what I was going through, I wouldn't have. If I was not going through what I was going through, I wouldn't have learned. But I learned it, like I learned. And when he said it, I was like 10-4. Like dead serious. Like I just got militant. Like, and I was really learning. Like I really learned it. Like sometimes when I was younger, I couldn't learn. I don't know my learning skills. How I learn, but I do learn. But when I learn it, it's with me, man. And so when my dad said this, I'm like, and so he went to court with me, man. And me and him, when he saw the charges and drop, I went to the clerk, and she was just like, hey, just come back later on this afternoon, or so we'll have you in the system so we can give you a proof that the charges were dismissed. I'm like, cool. And like, I was really thankful, like, glory to God, glory be to the Most High. And so when she came and and so I'm just gonna get it expunged from my record. The guy, me and my dad talked, man. And when we were at the clerk, I said to my dad this, and I meant it, man. I meant it. I was like, Dad, when you went to court with my mother, man, and I meant it. Everybody say, hey, I would have done this. I should have done this. I should have done this. I could have done that. You should have done it. Let's make it out of here, man. Because everybody got this shoulda, wouldas until they, and everybody can tell you. Like, I remember when Jay-Z said, everybody can tell you how to do something. They never did it. Like hypocrites. But when I was with my dad, I told my dad, I would have done no better. I looked at him and I said it, and I meant it. Like, I would have done no better, Dad. And he knew I was serious. He knew I was serious. Like I looked at him and I told him I would have done no better than you. And he had this look, like, he ain't say it, but he had this look on his face like, what you saying to me means a lot, Ray. It means a lot. I was going through it this whole month. People be like, hey, he's been falling away from God, cursing. And it's like when you bought in court and it's like over something that you didn't do. It puts you in this place and you do right by people. And these people bring you to court on charges. And it's like, you'd be like, man, I wish I did this, man. Because it makes sense. That's where I've been at for the whole month, man. And that jank was overwhelming the crap out of me. Like, what's the point? Like, people that I wish were here that called me to check on me, didn't. Nowhere to be found. Passing judgment like I was never there. Like I was not even your friend. And it really put me in these dark places, man. And so I was really going through it, man. Seriously, like, really going through it. Like, really. And so when I say I was really going through it, I was going through it, man. Like, I wish these people were around when I need someone to be around. And so when I was going through it, I was like, man, people didn't even know. When you're doing the best you can and you just really in a tough place in your life, many people didn't even know. They didn't inquire. They didn't ask, like, Ray, what's going on, man? Ray, talk to me. Talk to me like someone that's not going to judge you. Will you talk to me? And there's just times where I just felt with the Most High. Like, I love my mother figure, man. I love her more than words can say, man. Because I was really in a tough place. And she was there. Like, she was for me all the way. And I love her. Like, I love her. I would die for that woman. And so it's like, it really hurt me, man. I was in a dark place, like, but God really rescued me, man. I think of the scripture in Proverbs. I'm going to leave it. Though a righteous man has many troubles, the Lord will deliver him from them all. That's the place I'm at now. God delivered me. My problems are great within this month. I couldn't Uber drive to pay my bills. Y'all didn't even know it, but, because I wasn't trying to get over. Like, I'll never try to con you. I was in a place where it's like I didn't have work because my job, they had to take me off the schedule because we didn't have enough clients. And I was really going through it. And on top of that, I'm trying to do by my sister. I was really in a dark place, man. Like, really. And I'm still trying to do by my sister. Like, y'all didn't even know, man. And I couldn't even Uber drive, man. And to be honest, if these charges went through, I wouldn't have even been able to be a security guard. Do you know I'm trying to be a security guard? Because when you're armed security and you have enough certifications, you can make decent money. And when I found this out, I was like, word. All right, let me look into this. The reason why I'm telling y'all this is because the place I was at, it was a really dark place. Really. And the reason why I'm breaking all of this down to you, it's not like I have to, it's just, this is what I've been going through. You know, now I'm not saying, hey, all my problems went away, and I'm not saying, hey, my problems will go away if y'all donate to me. Nah, I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to plant that. The point that I'm making is God really brought me through it when I needed rescue. I just got to the courthouse and I just saw the charges was dismissed, man. You know, God really rescued me. I remember when I was in a car accident in 2016. God really saved my life, man. Yeah, I went through my issues after the car accident, you know, just everything that came from it. But God really saved my life, man. He really looked out for me. He really rescued me. And as he rescued me, when I was driving through Colorado in the blizzard, as he rescued me, man, I'm so thankful. The Most High really rescued me, man, throughout my life, man. Just a time when you needed someone to rescue you. You know, I tell y'all something, man. I was really in a dark place, like this past month. Like people like, hey, he's cussing, he's this, he's really falling away. How he falling? And people don't even know. People don't even know, man. Nor do they care. A lot of these people, you know, I tell God often, I've been saying this often, God, these people that claim to love you, they wouldn't even let you into your own home. These people that claim to love you would not permit you to enter your own home. And it really put me in this place. And I was talking with my mother figure about it. Why do I gotta claim to be a Christian? Why can't I just fear the Most High? Why can't I just fight to be upright in my ways? God really rescued me, man. And so I give you that scripture. Though a righteous man has many troubles, the Lord will deliver him from them all. God really delivered me from my troubles. He really looked out for me. Y'all have no idea, man. I was really sad, like really, like hurt. I was really hurt, man. Sad. I just cried. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you so overwhelmed, like, I don't even cuss normally. Like, anybody that knew me know that, like, yo, Ray, I know you, man. What would you do when you just going through stuff that was behind you? Everybody got their shit of what is, hey, I would have leaned on Jesus. What makes you, I would have leaned on God. I would have leaned on Jesus. What makes you think I haven't done that? These words aren't for the scoffer or the skeptic. These words is for someone who's just trying to have enough money to just pay his bills. He's short. He has enough money to pay his rent, and he's saying, God, would you at least make sure I eat for the rest of the month? Though a righteous man has many troubles, the Lord will deliver him from them all. The charges will drop. Y'all be encouraged by these words.